What's up, YouTube? It's Edwin, the comic jabroni, coming at you. Today is New Comic Book Wednesday, the 9th of January of 2019. Today, I went by my local comic shop, Heroes and Fantasies, here on the northeast side of San Antonio, Texas, and came away with some awesome books this week, guys. I picked up a total of 13 books. Two of them being from last week that I was told, I should go and pick up. And then 11 of them were from this week. Super excited and happy that I was able to get everything that I wanted this week. There wasn't one book that I went and looked for and they didn't have. I was able to get in and get out, spend a little bit of money, and I was super excited about what I got. Hopefully you guys were also able to get to your comic shop and pick up what you wanted this week. I know some of you don't get the chance on Wednesdays. It might take you a few days, and that's really one of the big reasons I put this video out, is so if you haven't made it out to your comic shop, at least you can watch this video, get a sense and a feeling of what's out there, and you can kind of narrow down what you want to pick up, because not everybody has all the money in the world to spend on comics. So maybe you only have 10 bucks, you got 2 books to pick. Hey, this could help you out. As always, guys, make sure to go down and like and subscribe if this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, and comment on what you picked up this week and maybe what I missed out on. So let's get into it. I'm going to start off with the giveaway announcement. As you guys know, last week I told you that I was going to give away this God Country #1. It is an image book. This is the second printing, which it's kind of hard to find as well. They didn't make as many. God Country was an awesome story. I do have the whole run 1 through 6, and I had an extra copy of the second print, and I wanted to give back to the comic community. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop the video right here. All right, guys, this is the pick for the God Country #1 second printing. I have the URL to the video. It says amount of unique commenters is 22. So we'll come down here, start raffle, and let's see. The winner is Mason Radcliffe. Mason Radcliffe. God Country was an excellent story. My resolution is to read the giant stack of comics on my bedside table before buying new comics. Well, good luck with that, Mason. That is that's tough to do if you have a giant stack and you still want to go buy more new comics. Happens to me every week. Mason Radcliffe. All right, Mason Radcliffe, congratulations, my man. You are the winner of this beautiful copy of God Country #1, the second printing. I want to keep stressing that because some people will get upset. Oh, that's the second print. You never said it was a set. No, I'm telling you, this is the copy. Mason Radcliffe, congratulations, dude. I hope you enjoy this book. Make sure to email me your address, and I'll get this shipped out to you as soon as I can. I'm going to go ahead and put that away. Mason, that's all yours, buddy. All right, so let's get into it. This week, there were a bunch of new books that came out, but after looking into what came out last week, there were some books that I missed out on, and one that a subscriber of mine told me maybe I should go and get. So let's start off with that. One's a Marvel book, one's a DC book, and we're gonna go ahead and get into this. This is Winter Soldier #2. This came out last week, and it is the first full appearance of RJ, who is the teen assassin. This is his character right there. I know he had a cameo or an appearance in #1, and some people were kind of arguing, well, it was a page, or it was 2 pages, a few panels, so it should be a full appearance. I'm not sure, guys, so I decided, hey, let's go and get #2. We'll have #1, and there we go. Let the market decide. Not like I'm really ever gonna sell these books, but it's good to have first appearances in your collection. Another book that came out last week that a subscriber of mine was telling me about is Old Lady Harley #3. That's a classic cover right there. That's a classic homage to the Batman when Bane breaks his back. It's also a cover that comes up later. I don't know if it's in DC or in Batman, but Bane is breaking the Joker's back, and it looks like that, and it's during that No Man's Land storyline from back in the late 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. This one's a big one because it is the first appearance of Old Man Joker, and you just never know with these old character first appearances. You know, Old Man Wolverine hit it big. Old Lady Harley, that was a huge one that nobody really even picked up until a couple weeks ago when they decided they were going to make an Old Lady Harley series. So everybody went back to find her first appearance. So this is the first appearance in 2 panels on the last page of Old Man Joker. So decided, hey, I'm a Joker fan. I want to get a first appearance of any type of Joker. So that's it. Those are the 2 books from last week that I went today and picked up. Let's get into what Edwin, the comic jabroni, got this week, guys. As always, if you're new to my channel, you're new to these reviews that I do, I go on a website called comicbookroundup.com. On that website, they give reviews to the week's books that just came out. How they do it is they aggregate the scores online from every website that does reviews on comics, and they put them together to create one number for you between 1 and 10. They also give the reader a chance to review as well, and you can go on, log in, and review the comic. So, and then you also have the opportunity to score the book between 1 and 10. So what I give you is the critics review, and I'll give you the reader's review on the website. Plus I'll give you kind of, my rating or review on it as well. So let's start off. We're going to start with Independence. There was only one book that I picked up, and it is from Image. And that's going to be Die number 2. That is a Stephanie Hans cover. It's an A cover. My comic shop they only had 5 of them. One was in my box. There was only 3 on the shelf, and I know the comics owner, he picked one up too. So not a lot of people were really ordering this, but it is such an awesome story. It's like Jumanji meets Dungeons and Dragon, and these kids, these teenagers, they get thrown into this different dimension, and then when they come back out, one of them was missing. One kind of got stuck in this world that they had built up, and this is just continuing on with that story, because at the end of number 1, they get pulled back into that world, and they see their friend that had, he's been there for years and years and years. He's in there, and he's kind of gone a little crazy. He's taken over this other world, and now they're having to figure out how to get out of here, how to also save their friend that they had left behind. And this Die number 2, this is an incredible story, guys. You need to go out and you need to pick this up. I'm not really big on independence. I do have some Image, and I'll pick up some independent books here and there. But I'll tell you what, this was my pickup of the week. I absolutely love this book. Die number 2, guys. Online critics 9.1, and there was only one reader review on there, and that guy, whoever that girl guy, gave it a 10. So I myself got to give it a 9 to a 9.5. I think the story is awesome. I cannot wait to read and find out more about this world that these people are in. All right, so that's it for Independence. Let's move into Marvel. Only 3 books that I picked up from Marvel this week. First one's going to be Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 2. With everything that's been going on with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse that came out a few weeks ago, Miles Morales has been a huge hit. I wanted to continue on with that. I want to keep picking up this Miles Morales, but I just wasn't a really big fan of this week's issue that came out. He's teamed up with the Rhino because some kids have been abducted and they're being turned into some type of superhero, mindless. Not really hero. They're kind of just being turned into these superpowered beings that are being bought up by villains to do their dirty work. Online, it got an 8.2 from critics, but it got a 5.9 from readers. So it seems like a lot of readers are kind of in the same boat that I am. It just wasn't that great. I'm gonna give it one more issue, guys, and then after that, I'm probably gonna be dropping Miles Morales, unless that third issue could pull me back in. All right, let's keep going on. Next one up is going to be Web of Venom, Venom Unleashed number 1. That is the B cover variant. I apologize, I don't remember who drew that, but this is a Ryan Stegman written. He usually does the artwork, but he wrote this. Online, this got a 6.8 from critics, and there were no reader reviews yet. But I can tell you myself that I'm not a fan. I wasn't a fan. It was too jumbled. There was just too much going on with the Venom, with the actual symbiote being this dog, and it's going out and trying to save these zombies. You do see some Carnage at the end. You know, Carnage is still on that mission to take away the symbiote codex from everybody that's ever worn that Venom symbiote, which I kind of dug the end, but it's just pretty much 3/4 of the book is this dog, and I just wasn't a fan, guys. I myself got to say, you know, 5 to 5.5, unless you're a really huge Venom fan. This is probably a book that you can skip, guys. It's only, I think it's just this one issue. I don't think there's going to be a Venom Unleashed #2, but just wasn't my favorite. It's really sucks too, because the Venom series, the actual just Venom, you know, has been a really great series with Donny Cates writing it. This one just wasn't one of my favorites. I do like that cover though. That is a really nice cover. All right, last one from Marvel that I picked up. It is Star Wars Age of the Republic Jango Fett. That is the C cover. It's an In-Hyuk Lee cover. I'm not one to really pick up a lot of Star Wars, right? I do on occasion, every once in a while, but it was just something about this cover that I wanted to pick up. And I understand it's not Boba Fett, it's Jango Fett, but he's wearing the same armor, and I absolutely love some bounty hunter action in the Star Wars universe. So I definitely had to pick this up. I think this is just going to be this one shot, you know, book on Jango, and it kind of shows him training his son. If you remember from those, the 1, 2, and 3, I think it was #2 with the Clone Wars. You remember Jango Fett on that world where he was cloned to make that army for the Republic, but he said that he wanted one to keep for himself, to grow at a regular growth rate, and that would be his son. So this book really mainly focuses on him and his son, another group of bounty hunters, and he's kind of training his son, right? He's training him to be a bounty hunter just like him. Jango Fett, critics, 9.0 from critics. There were no reader reviews, no reader rating or whatever, but I can't tell you, I loved it, guys. Really dug it. 8.0 to 8.5 from me. You know, I'm kind of one of those, I guess, closet Star Wars fans. I really dig Star Wars. I'll go and watch all the movies that come out. I own all the movies on Blu-ray, and I think even at my parents' house, we still might have the maybe some of the originals on VHS. I'm not sure, but I do dig Star Wars, and I like how the Marvel is trying to expand the universe a little bit, right? I know there was a lot of stuff written in the Star Wars universe that that Marvel kind of retcon, and they said no, none of that is part of the universe, so they're kind of building it up. But you know, I dig what they're doing. Star Wars Age of the Republic Jango Fett, I would definitely go pick it up. If you're a Star Wars fan, if you like Boba Fett and you like the whole bounty hunter aspect of Star Wars, I would definitely go get this. And this was the only copy of this cover that my comic shop had. So glad too. I love that cover. All right, so that's it from Marvel. Let's move on to the DC side. There were 2 books this week that I picked up for cover. One that I read because it had Batman in it, and the other one I just picked it up for the cover. Let's start with that one. It's going to be Green Arrow 48. That is that sketch Neil Adams cover. Online, let's see, Green Arrow online, 7.9 from critics, 8.8 from readers. So I know I bought it for the cover because Neil Adams drawing Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Batman, the man is just amazing with that. But I think I'm going to have to crack this one open and read it after I finish this video. I will tell you this week, you know, the quality control department at DC was a little slacking, because this one, as well as the next one, there was an error inside. If you look where it says, you know, who wrote it and who drew it, who were the cover artists, this one has Care Andrews as the artist for this cover. Under variant cover, it says Care Andrews, although you look, this is a Neil Adams cover. So I'm not exactly sure if maybe Care Andrews had a Neil Adams Green Arrow and she drew it off of that. I don't know. Somebody let me know, but it happened with the next one too. I know that for a fact. But this one, if you guys know of anything, let me know. I love this. I love this Green Arrow cover. That's really sweet. All right. Next one up. This is the big one that everybody was out there looking for this week. It's going to be Harley Quinn 57. This is the Tudesco cover. And like I said with that Green Arrow, in this one under variant cover artist, it has Frank Cho. Now I know Cho was doing a bunch of the Harley Quinn covers for the past year, I would say. But this is a Tudesco cover. You can see it right here, the T. So I don't know. It looks like the quality control department or the editing department at DC was slacking. Online, 8.7. Readers gave it a 7.2. There is a first appearance of a new character in here, Mirandar, which she is from the same race as Starfire and the Teen Titans. I kind of, I'm not a Harley Quinn fan as of recently. I really haven't dug kind of the writing style in this, but I picked this up. It had Batman in it. She's getting, Batman's chasing her down because he believes that she's trying to frame the Joker for a murder. It's okay. I would try to go pick this up, guys, because this is a book that's already hitting the $20 to $25 range. There were only 2 in my comic shop, and the owner actually saved one, held one for me because I texted him last night, and he saved one. So happy to have it in the collection. All right, let's move on. Next one up, we got Nightwing 56. That is the B cover. Not my favorite cover, and I really should have probably gone with the A cover. And honestly, it's not really my favorite anyways. This Nightwing series has kind of dragged a little bit. I mean, he got shot in Batman 55. That was 2.5 months ago, and I don't really know. I don't like exactly what they've been going on with the story. I will tell you, it got a 6.8 from critics and a 5.3 from readers. So, it looks like readers are kind of on my side as well. They're not digging it. I would give it a 5.5 to a 6. This one has him finally teaming up with that group of Nightwings that came about maybe 4 or 5 issues ago. They're fighting the Scarecrow off. This is the end of the story arc. So it looks like they're going to start up a new story arc. And it looks like the Joker's daughter is going to be in the next one. So for everything I say, I am picking up Nightwing 57 because I want to see what they do with Joker's daughter in Bloodhaven. All right, let's keep on going. Picked up Justice League 15. That is the B cover right there. Online, Justice League got 8.3 from critics and 8.2 from readers. I gotta say, it hasn't been my favorite Justice League to read because they're on Thanagar Prime, with the Hawkman and all the Hawks, and the whole story with Hawkgirl, Jon Stewart, and the Martian Manhunter. Just not my favorite what they're doing there. I like what's going on with Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman on Earth, but you only see it for 2 pages. Then with Starman, and Starman finally at the end, he says that these 3 are about to learn the true secrets of this new villain that's been imprisoned in that totality, which I think her name is Promethea or something of the such. But still, not my favorite, guys. 8.2 from the readers. I myself gotta say it's a 7 to a 7.5. But if you're really into those 3 characters, you're absolutely gonna love this. To me, I like Green Lantern. I like Jon Stewart as a Green Lantern. I'm just not a fan of Hawkgirl or Martian Manhunter. So I wouldn't skip it though. Justice League has been really good since number 1. Just letting you know that it's not, to me, it's not the strongest issue that's come out in this 15 issue run. All right. Next, I'm going to save that. I'm going to save those 2. Next up, we got Adventures of the Super Sons number 6. Now, if you watch my show, if you watch, my reviews and everything, you'll know that I absolutely love the Super Sons. I love Superboy and Damian Wayne. Their relationship together just makes me laugh every time I read it because Damian tries to be so serious, but John Kent, Superboy, he's he just loves joking around. He loves playing. He's a 10-year-old that has superpowers. What would you do, man? I'd be jumping around and flying and just having a good time. But Damian is always trying to ground the team. Okay, online, 7.8 from critics. Readers digging it, 8.5. Me, myself, I'm right there with them, 8.5 for me. I'm loving the story. I'm sad that it's only a 12 issue and we're halfway through, but they're still on this other world because of those supervillain kids that took them off Earth. They're trying to find their way back, and they meet up with this, I think his name is Tommy Tomorrow, which his first appearance was way back in the Golden Age. Didn't know much about him. I'm gonna have to do some research on this Tommy Tomorrow, but he's taken them off of this planet that they were on, and he's taken to a prison world. So that's pretty much where the book ends. I absolutely love the Super Sons. I hope after this 12 issue series they do something with them. You know, bring Superboy into the Teen Titans world, but we'll see. You know, at first when I saw this, because I saw this badge, I really thought this was Red Robin, like an older version of Red Robin. You know, Attack from Tomorrow. Maybe it was a Red Robin from the future, but I was totally wrong. All right, one of the big releases this week from DC was Young Justice #1. This is part of their Wonder Comics run. This is kind of the reintroduction of the Young Justice team, which has like 6 or 7 members in it. It's another Teen Titans, except instead of Damian Wayne Robin, you have Tim Drake Robin. This is the first appearance of a new Teen Lantern. And you also see Jenny Hex, which is the great-great-granddaughter of Jonah Hex. But this isn't her first appearance, because her first appearance would have been in the Walmart Batman 100-page special #4. But I don't know what DC's going to do. I don't know if they're going to make that 100-page special part of the continuity. So they might say that this is going to be the first appearance of this Jenny Hex. But if I were you guys, I would go to Walmart and try to pick that up. I know that was like 2 months ago, so some Walmarts might not have it anymore. But that would be your first appearance. Online, 8.1 from critics, 8.4 from readers. I dug it too, 7.5 to 8.0. The story's a little chaotic. There's a lot going on. There's these villains, or these superpowered beings from the Gem World that come to Earth, and they want to meet Superman, because every time something really big happens on Earth, it kind of messes up the whole universe, right? Earth has had all these crises on Infinite Earths, Infinite Crisis, all these crises, and every time that happens, it just pretty much messes up all of the universe. So these guys are there to talk to fight Superman and make sure that Earth stays in line. I dug it. Like I said, 7.5. I would go out, guys, and picked it up. This is the Yasmin Putri cover. My comic shop only had one. Thankfully, I was able to I was, there early enough to grab it. It is a really nice cover, guys. Really nice. Right. Last one of the week is Batman 62. That is the Frank Miller cover. Move that way. Nice. That's the Frank Miller cover. Online, 7.4 from critics, 5.7 from the readers. They were not digging it. And let me tell you what, I'm there with them. For me, 6.0 to 6.5. Dang, Tom King, the writer of these, he was doing such a great job, and then he just drops the ball on this one. This is like a one issue hitter with Professor Pig and Batman's tied up. But then, spoiler alert, you kind of find out it might have been a dream. So I'm not sure where they're going with it. I really wish they would have kept going with the whole Bane storyline, which in here it kind of sounds like they are, but they've gotten away from it. That last really big Batman that happened, you saw where his father had infiltrated Wayne Manor and, hurt Alfred. I really wish they would keep going with that, but they got to throw in these filler issues with just... not my favorite, guys. The artwork is pretty crazy in there, so I can give it that. I dug the artwork. There's going to be some people that don't, but I liked it. But just too much filler for me. I just keep going with the story, Tom King. So that's all I got for you guys this week. I mean, it was 13 books. Super excited. I do want to show you that I will be dropping a video tomorrow. I'm going to record it probably tonight, and I'll drop it tomorrow. But I did get 2 more CGC books. I sent these out a few months ago, and I haven't revealed the grades yet. These, I got them yesterday. have not reviewed. I don't even know what the grade is. My wife taped them up yesterday, and I still haven't looked at the grade because I want to do a reveal for you guys. I want you guys to be in on it just as I am. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you very much for watching. Mason Radcliffe, you're the winner of that God Country. Make sure to email me your address. For everybody else, thank you for commenting last week. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be doing a giveaway once a month. I know December I was doing it every week, but that's my favorite month of the year, Christmas, my birthday. So every first video of the month, I will be doing a giveaway, and they're going to get bigger and bigger until December, where I will make a really huge giveaway for somebody in that month. So anyways, hey, thanks for watching. Like I said earlier, if this is your first time watching my videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping 2 to 3 videos a week, reviews on comics, CGC grade reveals. I'm getting books from the mystery mailbox come in, and I'm showing you guys everything that I'm getting. And hit the like button and write me a comment. Let me know what you picked up. So until next time, guys, see you later. Peace.